It's time for the trucker John live stream. Gonna be a good time. Oh yeah. The trucker John live stream. Come along for a good time. It's a good time, good time, good time, good time. Trucker John live stream. Gonna be a good time. Gonna be the time of your life. Gonna talk some shit. Hush your mouth. Gonna talk a little smack. Gonna talk whatever comes of it. You're gonna always wanna come back. Well, yeah, it's the trucker John live stream. He's the biggest, baddest, funniest mother you've ever seen. Watch your mouth, he's headed south. Not even sure what that means, but if it's one thing I know, the trucker John live stream is the best thing you've ever seen. It's time for the trucker John live stream. Gonna be a good time. Oh yeah. The trucker John live stream. Come along for a good time. It's a good time, good time, good time, good time. Trucker John live stream. Gonna be a good time. Gonna be the time of your life. Gonna talk some shit. Hush your mouth. Gonna talk a little smack. Gonna talk whatever comes of it. You're gonna always wanna come back. Well, yeah, it's the trucker John live stream. He's the biggest, baddest, funniest mother you've ever seen. Watch your mouth, he's headed south. Not even sure what that means, but if it's one thing I know, the trucker John live stream is the best thing you've ever seen.
Project 2025 would dismantle democracy as we know it.
He says, "You're not going to be a dictator, are you?" I said, no, other than day one.
Is a vision of implementing a startlingly authoritarian form of the U.S. government.
Same thing with the unions. They get their little 5%. They get another 2%. They get another 3%, 4%. Then all of a sudden they're making more money than the people that own the company.
Do you do larger cuts, corporate cuts?
Yeah, I was planning on doing it. In fact,
You believe in punishment for abortion, yes or no, as a principle?
there has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman?
Yeah, there has to be some form.
What's at stake here is democracy itself. It's now Donald Trump's party. And if he's elected, the consequences will be catastrophic.
such a flagrant, toxic narcissist that he wants to take down the entire democratic system with him if he goes.
And I didn't need little Bruce Springsteen and all of these.
Are you surprised that he's trash talking you after all this time?
Not really.
Yeah.
Anything's possible. The stewardship of the nation has been thrown away to somebody who doesn't have a clue as to what that means.
Bruce Springsteen, we have a much bigger crowd than Bruce Springsteen, right? Much bigger. Hillary got Bruce Springsteen, I'll never forget. And the place was pretty full. Not full like our places are full, and I don't have a guitar. I don't have a guitar.
It was okay. It was so worth it. There is no one you would rather go to a Springsteen concert in Jersey with than him. Than that guy. Brooks.
For me, the transformational piece of music was Bruce Springsteen's The River.
Okay.
Which is a journey. You know all the tracks.
Yeah.
And I'm that guy.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. Trucker John. Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3. I almost finished my meal in time. I went down to Jack in the Box to get something real quick before the show. Today's show brought to you by Jack in the Box. Because actually, after the early show, I went and laid down and I was watching TV and something night I fell asleep. I guess I was still pretty tired from the last couple nights, being pretty kind of late nights and everything. And then, so I thought, well, I'm going to just go real quick. Jack in the Box is right down the street. I'll go grab something. And then, wouldn't you know it, as I'm leaving, my next door neighbor she was outside the same exact time. And then she wanted to have a big conversation. And I'm trying to not be rude, I'm like, okay. And she's just talking about how she's got concerns about, people coming in that aren't supposed to be in here and all this kind of stuff. Because there's some things going on. And this, I'm trying to be polite, and I was being sincere, because I was agreeing with her about some of these issues, some of these security issues here. But so that held me up for 10 minutes or something, and then finally I go get the thing, and then when I get to the Jack in the Box, there was one car already at the window where they pick up the food. There was this one car at the menu thing where you put your order in. But for some reason, it was taking forever. So I'm sitting there and I'm going, okay, today of all days. First it was my neighbor Joy, and then it was Jack in the Box taking forever. If not for that, I would have made it, because I was about 5 seconds. All I needed was 5 more seconds, and you guys would have never even known that I was eating. Anyhow, all right, so who we got? We got Pamela. Where is everybody? Pamela, you're here. We don't need nobody else. If Pamela's here, never fear. That's kind of Fancy's line, though. Never fear, Fancy is here. So you guys can hear me all right, right? We got the thumbs ups and all that good stuff. Let me know that you can hear me with a thumbs up. Could we get some thumbs ups in the chat, please? Hey, could we get some thumbs ups in that chat? But Carrie C is here. Carrie says, I'm here, Pamela. Aaron West. Hey, Aaron. Good to see Aaron. And Jolie. Hey, Jolie's here. Mod Squad is here. Yeah, Pamela. I fancied up your name a little bit, Pamela. Pamela. The Mod Squad is here. But yeah, Pamela. Aaron West is saying hello. Jolie is here. Teresa TAK is here. Hey, Teresa, good to see you. Anthony Reminiak. It's just hard for me to say it. I don't know why. Shouldn't be that hard, Anthony. And I apologize. I don't mean to, always stumble over your name. But hello. Thanks for being here. Let's see. Who else we got here? Aaron West says, hey, Trucker John. Well, hey, back at you. Mad Max, Slava Ukraini. Yes. Slava Ukraini. I agree. Ask is here. The Tropicana dropped like a rock. Did you happen to see my video? I posted about 3 videos. I did a live stream. Plus, I did a short, which I think the short's really cool because it's really zoomed in on the building when it's falling. And then there was a couple other, not shorts, but a couple other videos. I did another video where I just trimmed out all of the live stream stuff basically and just did right to when the fireworks start. The fireworks show was awesome. If you didn't see it, you should watch my video. Don't watch anybody else's videos. They all suck. Only watch Trucker John videos about the Tropicana implosion. Mine are the best. I think Jolie would agree with me. Probably Aaron too. I don't know. But go check mine out. They're awesome. And the fireworks show was awesome. I loved the little drone show. And then it was such a build-up. I don't know. There was something about it. They did this build-up, and you could hear the explosions, and you could hear like I don't know, they had the fuse go off or whatever. And then when the building started to collapse, I actually got chills. There was something about seeing these buildings collapse. I don't know if it's like, because you kind of think of 9/11 maybe, or something like that, but just to see the buildings come down and to just know all that force, and the tonnage, I know there was something about it. It gave me kind of chills and stuff. So you should check that out. Ask if you haven't seen it already. I don't know. You just go in and go on my channel, and it's right there. Some great footage, if I do say so myself. I was going to go, but I fell asleep. I was going to drive over there and do a video of the rubble. Maybe I can do that today or something. I don't know, before it gets dark. I still have French fries. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights is here. Hey, good to see you, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Thanks for being here. Tamara Price. Hello, Tamara. Thanks for joining us in the driver's lounge. As we just kind of hang out for an hour until Hal comes on. Ask says Donald's 2 sounds like his spit in a loogie. Donald? I don't know. Hey, Laney Tang. Hey, here's Laney Tang. Good to see you. Hey, Laney. Thanks for jumping in here in the chat room. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. I know most of you guys are already subscribers, but I kind of got to say the whole thing just in case. Just because there's someone in here who's not subscribed. Teresa says, I finally voted and voted all blue. Hooray. Hooray, hooray. Thank you, Teresa, for voting blue, for all the things that are dear to you. Trademark Trucker John. Ask because Donald is planning a rally at Madison Square Garden. Oh. Yippee. Tim Farrell says, Bruce! On October 27th. Well, good for him. Laney Tang says, "All right, Teresa," and then there's the big blue wave. I think that's what we're talking about there. Big blue waves in the voting sense. Kerry C says, "Same here, Teresa. I filled out my ballot between TJ live streams." Well, there you go. Stuff you can do between the live streams. You know. Let's see. Pamela says, "Mad Mac, you make my day." Anthony Reminiak says, "Thanks for voting blue to Teresa." Yes, Teresa, thank you. And all of you who vote blue, I'll just say it. I'll thank you. I thank you. Terrence Bunce is here. It says, "I went cycling today on the heaviest Walmart special bike. Quad should have brought my own." Wait a minute. The heaviest Walmart special bike? You should have brought your own? I'm confused. Tim Farrell says, "It's Sugar John." Yes, it is. Asks us testing 1, 2, 3. I guess that's when I was saying testing. That's how far behind I am. Laney Tang says, "Bruce is a Libra too, 923. Is that Bruce's birthday? I know he was a Libra. I know he's right because my son is 923. My son has the same birthday as Bruce. Wow. That's pretty cool. Mad Max should have rolled the intro longer. Well, I can't. It's pre-made. There's no way I can roll it longer. Tim Farrell, how's Aunt Pepsi? Best cheese sandwich. It was Aunt Linda, by the way, and she's passed away quite some time ago. Lady Tang, oh my God, I was supposed to play in Florida this weekend, but thankfully both shows got moved to 10/25 and 26. We're playing right where the hurricane hit the hardest. Two different areas. Wow, my heart goes out to all the folks back there. There's going to be so many people that aren't going to make it, and it's really horrible. So I hope the cleanup efforts will be, going on and hopefully can rescue as many people as possible and have as few recoveries as possible. And hopefully, if you can play, if everything's ready to go by the 25th and 26th, hopefully, Lainey, your music and your band will bring some sort of, a break. People will need a break, dealing with all this heaviness and this tragedy of the storms and the destruction and the death. So I think it's a good thing. If you're able to play, I think people need to take a break from all that. And that's what entertainment does, and that's what music does. Music can really help people in a big way. So I hope you guys are able to play on those dates and provide some sort of little just a little break in the all that cleanup and in the mourning. There's going to be a lot of mourning. I know Jolie's birthday. I can remember Jolie's birthday because it's one day before my ex-wife's birthday, and I just always know my ex-wife's birthday. That's just how I am, I guess. I just know the day. And the reason I'm emphasizing that is because some people are probably thinking like, why do you know your ex-wife's birthday? Like you, I guess you just, when you become an ex, I guess you just forget those type of things. I don't know, but I don't. Mark Lungo just got back from voting a straight blue ticket. Good job, Mark Lungo. Good job. That's the way to do it. Laney Tang says, Aaron West, not in North Carolina yet, but we were close to Virginia twice, and friends from North Carolina came. They were about 3 hours away. All you folks out there, be careful. I think Andrea's down there, right, in Florida. So, Andrea, be careful. Everyone, all you guys in Florida and in along that path in South Carolina, is it going into Georgia too, or wherever it's going? All you folks out there, man, just be extra, extra careful. These are some scary times, man. With these Cat 4, Cat 5s just rolling through. We need to cool down the oceans somehow. If only there were a way. If only there were a way, we could do that. Keith Palit is here. Hey, Keith, good to see you. Thanks for joining us here in the Driver's Lounge today. As we just kick it. We're just kicking it. Going to hang out for another 35 minutes or so, and then we're going to do a Trucker John convoy raid over at House Sparks. And not to be confused with Johnny Million convoy. But it is kind of confusing, isn't it? Keith says Ted Cruz is going down. Just heard Beto say that the majority of Texas voter registrations have in 4 years swung from GOP to Dems, a shift of 26 points. I hope so, Keith. Man, wouldn't that be glorious? Of one of the most biggest pricks in the Senate. Would love to see that motherfucker go down. Anthony Reminiak says, Trucker John, it's okay, it's Polish. Well, still. I should still be able to say your name. Mad Mac, now you can see me. I can see you, Mad Mac. I see you. I see you out there. Lady Ting says, isn't there a famous comedian with that last name, Anthony Reminiak? Every time I see your name, I think it's him. I've never, personally, I don't think I've ever heard of a comedian with that name. But anyhow, what do I know? Mary T. Hey, Mary T. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us here in the Driver's Lounge. I don't know if I've ever seen you before, so I just want to offer you a welcome to the Driver's Lounge. Mary T. says, "What about ye, Sugar John? Listening from west of Ireland. Oh, well, there you go. What? No wonder you said, what about ye? Is that how they talk in Ireland? I know I'm a jerk. I'm being a jerk. Of course, that's not how they talk. They say, what about you? What about you, Trucker John? I'm so awful. Mary T, here you are. You're coming in. You're being nice, and I'm being a jerk. Sorry about that, Mary T. But thank you for being here all the same. I hope I didn't just chase you away. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. All that good stuff. Mary T says, hi, Teresa. You know my name. You know my middle name is Teresa. I'm doing a horrible Irish accent. I'm just going to beg for forgiveness right off the bat. Penny to Create is here. It says, I skipped through your long video. The fireworks and implosion were incredible. Well, okay, that was on the live stream. There's another video that I made that's just specifically for that. And it doesn't really have any of those. Like in the live stream, it kind of, everybody and his brother, I think, was live streaming at that point, and the signal was getting a little loosey-goosey, a little unstable. And there's a little bit of where it kind of jumps a little bit. But in the video, it actually recorded it pretty cleanly. So if you want to see a cleaner, smoother version of it, there's I think it's about a 6-minute long video. And I forget the exact title, but it just is like Tropicana implosion. I don't know why, but if you want, if you care to, it's a little bit better. I think that one came out a little bit better. But yeah, the fireworks show was amazing, and it just was a great. I thought they did it just right. I mean, it was a great send off. And it did, like I said, I got kind of emotional there at the end. It's just kind of hard to explain, I guess. But if you want to check out the other one, go ahead and make sure you like and thumbs up that one while you're there, and share it. Do you guys share videos? Do you guys share? I mean, I always say to share. I'm always saying like, subscribe, and share. And it seems like share is the one that people are like, no. It's like 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I'll like and I'll subscribe, but share, nah. You got the other two, Chugger John. Don't press your luck. Don't push it, Chugger John. Don't push it. But anyhow, Pamela says the videos were amazing. Thank you, Pamela. They're the best. They are absolutely the best. If you see any other creator out there that has a Tropicana video, don't watch it. I'm only kidding, but just watch mine extra special. Teresa says I donated to hurricane disaster relief. Good on you, Teresa. It's going to take a long cleanup, and there's going to be a lot of finding, unfortunately, dead bodies. It's just going to be sad for a long time out there. Anthony Reminiak says, Lenny Tang, nobody in my family is famous, but I do have a cousin who's a lawyer and one who sells appliances. So in some circles, that's fame. That's all the fame you need, especially the appliance salesperson, because who doesn't like a good double door refrigerator with an ice maker in the door? So you've got someone that can provide a good one of those for you. That's all you need. Mark Lungo can hear me. Thank you, Mark Lungo. I'm really behind in the chat, aren't I? Mad Mac Felon Trump is always sucking on a loogie. Ugh, gosh. I did just eat, right? You do know that, right? Laney Tang throwing hearts at you. Thank you, Laney. Aaron West, I get to vote in 1 week. Well, can't wait for that. Anthony Reminiak says, Lenny Tang, most of the family was military oriented. Have you noticed how some people say orientated? I've always wondered, how do you get orientated out of oriented? Now I'm messing up. Oriented. Now I can't say it. Okay, forget what I just said. Now I understand. Now I understand when people trip over that word. Anyhow, military oriented from World War II till just recently, only one left in the Army. Mark Lungo, I voted all blue too, John. Thank you, Mark Lungo. Thanks for voting blue for all that's dear to you. Wait for it. Trademark Trucker John. Barry T, are you an Uber driver? I am. I am an Uber driver extraordinaire, if I do say so myself. Mad Max says, yay, Teresa, with some blue diamonds and squares. Hey, Klato Barato Nitko is here. Says hello, Trucker John. Hello back at you. Klato Barato Nitko. I feel like doing some sort of a chant whenever I hear that name, see that name. But thanks for being here. I don't mean to. There I go again. I just can't help myself but being a jerk sometimes to people's names and their screen names, screen personas, if you will. Here's heavyweight champion of the world. I don't know. Mary T, does Uber have a union? Could it work? I think there were some efforts maybe to try to unionize. I'm not interested in that. I mean, I'm for unions, but I'm not really interested in it for a gig job. I just love the fact I can go on the app whenever I want. I can drive whenever I want. If I want to work 1 hour, I can work 1 hour. If I want to work 12 hours, I can work 12 hours. If I want to work Mondays, I can work Mondays. If I don't want to work Mondays, I don't have to work Mondays. You get it? You get the point? I don't know if unions. I don't know what a union would do for a gig job. That is where you're considered a self-employed. I don't have any problem with that. I don't know what the issue is with people who drive for Uber and then they expect it to be like locked in 40-hour work week with paid vacations and paid sick leave and benefits. I mean, that's not that's not the idea. That the idea is to have the flexibility, and it's supposed to be a side job. It's not supposed to be your main job. For me, it's my only job because I'm kind of semi-retired, and so that's all I do. But I don't know. Look, I'm pro-union. I'm for unions. I just don't know if everything has to be unionized. Or if they did, if they had two divisions, they would have, I guess, like like just like truck driving companies. They have company drivers, and then they have independent contractors. They have both. That's what with Schneider. I came up as a company driver for 5 years, and then I was an independent contractor for 5 years. And I like being an independent contractor because again, I did have more flexibility with my. I chose all my own loads. I could work when I wanted. I pretty much had to work all the time though to pay off the truck. Truck is very expensive, but yeah, I don't know. But there's no union that I know of. Although I think there have been some groups or people trying to unionize. But look, it's a gig job, man. People are complaining about like they don't get. I guess they don't get paid vacations or something. I don't know. Aaron West, are we talking about famous family members? My sibling is famous. They are in Netflix's Sandman series, and they were in the Quantum Leap reboot. I think I remember you talking about that, Aaron, before. I don't know which part they played in those shows. I did watch Sandman. I didn't watch the Quantum Leap reboot. Lady Tay says, yes, Bruce is 923, and I share my birthday 929 with Madeline Kahn, the late great Madeline Kahn, and Andrew Dice Clay, the Dice Man. Yo, yeah. Little Miss Muffet. Sat on Tuffet. To name a few, I love them both. Yeah, Dice Man. Anthony Romaniak says, Mark Longo, you are part of the folks saving the nation one vote at a time. Mad Max says, I recommend always buy a bicycle from a bike shop. They know what they're selling and will set up your new bicycle professionally and properly. Cost will be a bit more, but you will be happier. Good advice, Mad Mac. Now, Anthony Romaniak says, Aaron West, are you related to Adam West? The late, great Adam West, by the way. May he rest in peace. All right, Lady Take says both shows are sold out. So those people will be very happy and ready to go out and enjoy themselves after all the craziness. 2 weeks in a row for them. Yeah, I'm glad it's sold out. I hope you have great shows and the folks there just let loose, and have a good time. You got to do it, otherwise you just go crazy. Teresa TAK, my birthday is 5 months away still. Well, we're counting down. We're counting down to that day. Aaron West, I remember my ex's birthdays, unfortunately, I'm not allowed. Well, fortunately, most of my exes are pretty cool. I'm skipping down. I know I'm really behind here. Hey, look, we got Louis Seha. Is it Seha Jr. or JR Jr.? I guess. Hey, Louis, good to be here. I don't think I've seen you before in the chat, so I just want to say hello to you real quick. Louis says, nice to see you right after Johnny Million's show and right before House Show. Are you going to be a regular on House Show? Oh, well, I don't know. I hope so. That would be nice. I got my little name on there and everything. So I might be, but I haven't heard any news about that. But they just said that they would have me back on again. So I hope so. But I'm glad you're here. Thanks for checking us out. I hope you subscribe to my channel and share and give me a thumbs up and all that good stuff. And hang out. Yeah, this is what we do here is on the Thursdays afternoon. It's just a little hangout where we hang out before we all dive into the Hal Sparks show at 4:00 my time. I don't Pacific time. So if you're in a different time zone, you gotta adjust accordingly. Hey, William's here. William says can't stay. Just want to check in. Well, thanks for checking in, William. You're probably gone already. I don't know how many minutes I am behind, but thanks for checking in. I do appreciate you for doing that. Teresa Tiak, yeah, I also like to see Ron DeSatan go down the toilet. Yeah, me too. That turd needs to be flushed. Sometimes you gotta flush twice, you know. That's just the way it is. But need to get him out. Keith Lee says super happy. Audio clips of Lucas Kuntz on Stephanie Miller is being used by the Kuntz campaign. Awesome. That's another one, man. Lucas Kuntz, man. You folks in Missouri, vote for Lucas. Get old Twinkle Toes Holly out of there. Let him twinkle toes on his way to some lobby shop or something. Let's get Lucas Kuntz in there. That would be awesome. Bonnie Thompson says jinx. Uh-oh. Hello, Bonnie. Good to see you, though. Thanks for being here. Laney Tang, Mad Mac, oh my God. I would have loved to have seen his old act. He's a wonderful person, and I adore him. I skip. That's what happens when I skip, and then I don't know what was said or who you're talking about. So, I guess about Dice. Yeah, oh, that's Hickory Dickory Dock. Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Bonnie Thompson, we all better be on our best behavior because Hal Sparks might be watching. I don't know. I think Hal is doing probably busy. You know, he's always busy doing stuff. I don't know. Mark Lungo says, Chucker John, the famous comedian is Anthony. Atamanuik. I don't know. Who does an astonishing Trump impression. He starred in the Comedy Central series The President Show. Well, that could be, yeah. That's the name is a bit similar there. Lady T says, no, Mark, Mr. He guy I'm thinking of was the same last name as Anthony. And I think it was all right. Well, I guess we haven't solved that mystery. Hey, look at Jolie's got the Chucker John Tropicana Implosion and Fireworks show. There's the link to it. If you want to check that out, I think that's the cleaner version, right? Is that that's not the live stream. That's the one that I cut, where I cut it down. Yeah, check it out, man. Give it a love. Give it some love, as they say in the biz. I guess I don't know. Aaron says I need someone to fix my dryer. See there, if you had the appliance salesman. See, that's a celebrity. I'm trying to keep it within what I said before. So, Aaron says mine is stackable, so I have to buy both if I buy a new one. Ugh. I had a passenger the other day who said that he came up with the idea years ago, and he's mad at himself for not patenting it like he wanted to. He says he came up with the idea of a washer and dryer that are in the same unit. I guess they have them now, because he said, yeah, they're selling them now, and I kick myself because that was probably a life-changing thing. He said he came up with the idea of having a washer and a dryer that it's in the same unit, so it would wash, and then it, I guess, drains all the water out, and then it dries. And he was saying how he came up with that idea before anybody else, and he didn't patent it, and now he's kicking himself in the rear end. Hey, there's Mike H. Haven't seen Mike H. in a while. Hope you're all right. Hope everything's okay with you. Our resident troll, Mike H. Of course, he only cares about Jolie, I noticed. He says, hey, Jolie, how's it going? Doesn't really give a fuck about anybody else. So, yeah, okay. Okay. Hey, Witchy Woman's here. Good to see Witchy Woman. Says hi, dear friend Sugar John and gorgeous Jolie and beautiful Mistress Erin. Thanks for being here, Witchy Woman. A Witchy Woman. I snap my fingers when I sing. Let's see. Mike H. Or your exhaust pipe is plugged up with lint. Oh, Mike H might know a thing or two about appliances. I think maybe I don't know. Knows a thing or two about a thing or two. Delta Don, hey Delta. Hi everyone, I'm lurking. That's fine. I'm glad you came in to say hi real quick, so I could say thank you for being here. Always good to see you. Mike H says it sounds like a $60 coil. It's always the coil, isn't it? It's always the damn coil, man. Hey, Gerald Esteem is here. Good to see Gerald. Says positive polling strangely drops for Dump after it's announced the Harris Wallace campaign raised close to $1 billion. They are kicking some ass right here. Wait. Oh, wait. Right here. They are kicking some ass. And I I contributed some of my money is in that billion. It's only like $15, but hey, every little bit helps. Jojo Mojo Jojo's here. Hello, hello, Jojo Mojo Jojo. My favorite, probably my favorite name on the internet. Jojo Mojo Jojo. That's got to be my favorite. Mad Max says, "Okay, here's the test. I am going to switch over to live chat. If you don't see me any longer, it is because I'm switching from top chat. I will still be here. So say hi to me if you no longer see me, please." Well, how about if I say hi to you if I do see you? I don't know. But you should be on either all messages. Mine says all messages. I guess it might depend on your device. Anyhow, Owen's here. Hey, Owen says, "No, who are you? Who are you? Where's Hal?" Hal comes on at 4 p.m. Pacific time in about 14 momentos. Owen. I'm Trucker John. Let's see. Where's my sign? Oh, over here. I'm that guy. And Hal will be coming on in about 14 minutes, as he does on Thursdays. He has. Oh yeah, that's right. He's not watching. He's doing family phone time. That's what he does on Thursdays. That's why he does the show an hour later than usual, because every Thursday he does the family phone time thing. So that's what Hal's doing right now. If anybody was wondering, I don't think he's not watching us. He's talking to his kid and his mom and whatever. You know? Ginny G's here. Ginny says, sitting in the sun and listening from way over here in New Zealand. Oh, Ginny G. How is New Zealand? It must be sunny. Sounds nice. Owen, just kidding, laughing out loud. I know you're kidding. You big kidder. Tom's here. Hey, Tom says, Trish Calvaris for Colorado, fourth knocked out Bobert. Thank you, Tom. Thank you for being here, by the way. I hope you like, subscribe, and share. And thanks for reminding us about Colorado and that 4th district, right? It would be so nice. So nice. It would be a nice if we could get the Bobert. We could get her out of Congress. I don't know why I started doing that, but yeah, and if Trisha Calvaris, I don't really know anything about her. If she's probably at this point, anyone would be better than Bobert. So vote for Trisha in the 4th district, Colorado 4th district people. Do you hear me? Come on, man, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Let's knock out Bobert. Metaphorically speaking, I'm talking. Please. Tom says, love from Colorado. Well, thank you, Tom. Colorado is a beautiful state, one of my favorite states. You know, as a truck driver going through states, and I would think, well, what if I moved out of California? Where would I want to go? Nevada really wasn't on the list, but here I am in Nevada. But Colorado was probably, that might have been my number one choice of a state that I would move out of. Jojo Mojo Jojo says, I don't know if Hal can see my comments. I've not been seen in a Hal chat since I switched from Facebook to YouTube a few years back when all his content was just gone for me on Facebook. Just a blank page is all it shows for it. That is weird. Wow, that is very strange, Jojo Mojo Jojo. Yeah, that's weird. Uh, as far as when you're on YouTube, make sure you're on all messages or all chats, I guess. I don't know. Oh, and that got Dice in a bit of trouble. Yeah. Jojo Mojo Jojo says, I think I might have been shadow banned from seeing Hal content on Facebook. I don't know what the deal is. It's beyond me. All that computer mumbo jumbo stuff. It's goes whoosh right over my head. I mean, I'm just fortunate to be able to do this with what this is. That's why I have these high tech graphics over here. That's the level of expertise that I'm at. So Jojo Mojo Jojo, hello, sir. Jojo. Well, hello, right back at you. Hello. Hello, right back at you. Tom says that Trump is coming to Aurora, Colorado, this Friday to spread his message of hate at non-whites, and he's going to do the thing about what is it, like the cartel is taking over this apartment building and all that bullshit. He'll just continue and continue and continue with the story, no matter what, no matter how debunked it is. Same way with Springfield, you know. Yeah, Jolie says, I think Mike's YouTube has been hacked. Who is this friendly, helpful guy? And then Jolie says, never mind. Because of the Bobert is hot, though, comment. Mike H. Jolie, it's really me. Tom Bobert is hate. She is an opportunist. Opportunist? She's an opportunist. Like, she found a way to get into Congress. I'm a bit envious. I'm a bit envious of her and MTG. Because I'm like, God damn it, if those fucking assholes can make it, well, there's got to be a district somewhere where I could do it. If people are going to vote for those. But see, I don't know if Democrats would vote for me. That's the thing. Because, not that I'm not a good Democrat, but I just don't think I'm really qualified. But I guess if I ran as an independent or snuck in as a Republican somewhere, there's enough dumb Republicans that might vote for me. And then once I got in, I'd be like, ha ha, I'm really a Democrat. Ha ha. I don't know. It's just one of my fantasies. That's one of my fantasies, I guess. Terrence Bunn says, have these nightmares of Laura Boebert firing at us snowboarders, I dream nightmare from a Bond movie. Yeah, I can see that. Going down the slopes. She's after you. Oh, and please get her out. Yes, please, 4th District voters of Colorado. Please, please, please. Jojo Mojo Jojo says, maybe I don't know, a lot of us at the time watching the live Facebook was being mass reported for spam, just saying hello. So maybe what happened, only thing I can think of, really. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Mike H. Jolie, she is attractive. Well, hey, to each their own. To each their own. Philly 3000. TD Bank got busted for money laundering. The cartel's $3 billion, and a lot of them are going to prison. Good. I wish they could all go to prison. Jojo Mojo Jojo says, still no idea how one comment saying hello could be reported as spam 22 times. That doesn't sound right either. That's not right. Dan Hefner says Bobo is hot. And then says, what? That's nuts. Hey, Dan Hefner. Thanks for chiming in here in the old driver's lounge. Tom says, laughing out loud, red dog. Barney Thompson, I'm trying to tell you all something odd about Trump not filing a transition plan. Oh, okay. Tell us. Jolie says, yes, at my age. Trucker John is much better looking than Beaufort. I don't know if I go that far, but okay, yeah. Non-user says, Haitian tracked down the Fluffy's microchip in his stomach. Haitian claims Fluffy was stringy. I don't know. That's about... I guess that's about something about Springfield. I guess something there. DC 2257. She's got a hot, wicked witch look. Hey, the Bobert supporters are coming out. I think we got Mike H. and we got Dan Hefner and DC 2257. Hey, man, whatever turns your crank, that's fine. But she needs to be. She doesn't really deserve anywhere near the halls of Congress because she's a moron and she is probably involved with Jan 6, and I think those are all traitors to the country, so she's a traitor. So at the very least, she should not be in Congress, and she should probably be serving some sort of prison sentence at this point. If she was involved in Jan 6, which I think she was, in some sort of planning or in showing people around and letting them have the lay of the land, all that kind of stuff. She's probably involved, and she probably needs to be tried and convicted for that. Apple 707 is here. Hello, Apple. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. We're almost ready to go over to Hal's in a few minutes, so when we jump over there, make sure you guys give me a Trucker John Convoy raid. That's always fun to do, I think. Bonnie Thompson says Trump's transition plan was due on the 1st. He's not. Oh, so he's late with his transition plan. Come on, Donnie. We're waiting for your transition plan. Where is it, Donnie? Where's your fucking transition plan? Oh, it's just the same place where... Oh, you have concepts. Maybe he only has concepts of it. That must be the deal. Just concepts. Mr. Wilson says, are you wearing flip-flops? I am not. I'm wearing some sneakers. I call them sneakers. But flip-flops, I guess, are okay. I'm not really a big flip-flop person, unless I'm at the beach or something. Something of this nature. Mr. Wilson says, make America Trumpless again. I would love that. A witchy woman says, born in D.C., but I have lived in Virginia all my life, so I used to forget that. Mr. Reminiak says, Mr. Wilson, I'm wearing flop flips. Jolie reminds us that Trucker John has channel memberships and super chats. You can also support the show by liking, subscribing, and sharing. And you can also buy me a coffee on that Buy Me a Coffee thing. Thanks so much for sharing that. Before we go over to Hal's Sparks show, Philly 3000 is here. Philly says, if you If you do, you know I'm going to have to put the spikes out, laughing out loud. If I do what? If I run as a Republican? Is that what you're Mr. Wilson's laughing. Mike H says she has nothing to do with Jan 6. You sure about that? You sure about that? I'm not sure about that. But I understand you're sticking up for your crush. You know, I get it. I get it. Non-user says Bobo wears a lactating. Do we have to go there? Do we have to? I'm not even going to read the rest of it. DC 2257 at Trucker John is an LA fan. I certainly am. We better beat those Padres tomorrow night. I'll be sad. I'll be a sad if they don't. Anthony Reminiak says this place is always pleasant. Well, thank you, Anthony. I think it is too. Pretty much, for the most part. Sometimes I get a little testy. I'm probably the worst person in here because sometimes I will yell at people and call people names. So I'm the worst offender of any of that. Mr. Wilson says outlaw lumper fees. Some of those lumper fees are outrageous. I think that I've always thought that should be prepaid. It should be worked into the price of the deal. I shouldn't have to do it separately. I guess the only good thing about it is tax deductible. But I've had some lumper fees that were $200, $300. It's usually less than that. It's usually $100 or whatever. But yeah, I mean they're getting paid, but they should pay that. That should be worked into the price of the load. But it's kind of a throwback to an old era, I think, of doing things. But because they gotta get paid, those guys they deserve to be paid. But there's a huge discrepancy. Like sometimes it looks like the same kind of load to me. One guy it's $75, another guy it's $280, or something. Barney Thompson says $10 in my pocket buys me ice cream, or I give it away and I get no ice cream or gelato. Well, I guess it just depends on how charitable you're feeling and how bad you really, really want that ice cream. Philly 3000 says, you say you're going to Tucker through Hal. So I said, if you do, I'm going to have to put the police spikes out for you. Laughing out loud. Get it now? No. Because I'm Trucker, not Tucker. I don't get it. Like, you're going to make my tires go flat so that I can't go to Hal? DC 2257, Perseus had a pet owl named Boobo. Tom, I will never forget J6. Never forget. The treachery, the traitorousness. Those are traitors. Those are people who don't like America. They don't like democracy. Hey, Jack McCool, coolest name on the internet. She gave a tour, pointed out Pelosi office. Yes, that's what I was referring to, Jack, and I agree. I think that's enough for me to put her in on it. Non-useful says Project 2025 is reducing school milk breaker and saving money. But okay, I'm going to stop there. Mr. Wilson, super receiver should pay their workers. Shipper receiver, yeah. But those are probably ICs. The ones that are getting paid the lumper fees are probably that's a separate company than that the receiver hires or the shipper. But I always felt like they should work that out with them. But yeah. Okay, so Hal is on. Okay, so Philly 3000 has made us aware that Hal is coming on. Let's see if I see him. Yeah, Hal's on, guys. So he's got his countdown thing going. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link in our deal. Oh, okay. Jolie did it. Jolie did it for me. Okay, great. Thanks. Alvarado, I'm going straight to Hal, just like my mama said. I'm going straight to Hal. So when you guys do go over there, you can give me a shout out, Trucker John Convoy Raid, or something like that. Aaron says Hal is love and live. Lenny Ting driving around but listening. All right, guys. So thank you so much for hanging out. This was the Hal Sparks pre-show hangout, where we just hang out and shoot the shit while we wait for Hal to come on. He's got his little thing going out, his little countdown thing. So I guess I'll go ahead and shut this off. Mr. Wilson says, hit the like before you go. Yes, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Non-useful Tara Buster is on as well. Is she on already? I didn't know she was on already. That seems kind of early for her. Tamara says, I'll shout you out, Trucker John. See, thank you, Tamara. Thank you so much. DC says, thanks. Mr. Wilson, I'm 10-8. Jolie, thanks, John. Chef Steffi Young says, Democrats take you as you are. Thank you, Steffi, for being here, by the way. Don't know if I've seen you before. We're all going to head on over to Hal Sparks. I'll see you guys over there. I guess that's it for today. So I'm going to do a little stretching, stretch the hamstrings, and I'm going to watch Hal. And I'll see you guys in the chat. And see you Saturday. Our next show is Saturday. Although I was thinking maybe an impromptu tomorrow. If Hal's not doing an afternoon show, I might go on in the afternoon. So be on the lookout for that. But for sure, Saturday, 11 a.m. Pacific time, right here on Trucker John channel. See you guys then. Bye-bye. Thanks for being here, guys.
Well, it's time to say goodbye. The show has come to an end. But don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again. We'll have some fun times, hopefully nothing too bad. We might talk about war crimes, might talk about Baghdad. I doubt we'll talk about door chimes, but if we did, I'd be only too glad. So hasta la vista, baby. The show is over, but could I ask you maybe to take a shower? No, that's not what I meant, but I couldn't think of anything to rhyme with over. Now my whole rhyming scheme is all screwed up. Oh shit, I should have stuck to truck driving, who I tried to kid. At least when I was out there driving, I could handle a skid, but doing this live stream, baby, has been a real kid. So I hope to see y'all again right here on the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna do it again and again, right here in the Trucker John live stream. Yeah, the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna come back and do it all again. No, this ain't no dream. This is where we win, right here on the Trucker time to say goodbye. The show is coming in. But don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again. Well, it's time to say goodbye. The show has come to an end. But don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again. We'll have some fun times, hopefully. Nothing too bad. We might talk about war crimes, might talk about Baghdad. I doubt we'll talk about gold chimes, but if we did, I'd be only too glad. So hasta la vista, baby. The show is over, but could I ask you maybe to take a shower? No, that's not what I meant, but I couldn't think of anything to rhyme with over. Now my whole rhyming scheme is all screwed up. Oh shit, I should have stopped a truck driving. Who am I trying to kid? At least when I was out there driving, I could handle the skid. Doing this live stream, baby, it's been a real kid. So I hope to see y'all again, right here on the Trucker John live stream. We gonna do it again and again and again, right here on the Trucker John live stream. Yeah, the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna come back and do it all again. No, this ain't no dream, this is where we win, right here on the Trucker John. At least when I was out there driving, I could handle the skid. Doing this live stream, baby, it's been a real kid. So I hope to see y'all again, right here on the Trucker John live stream. We gonna do it again and again and again, right here on the Trucker John live stream. Yeah, the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna come back and do it all again. No, this ain't no dream.